Hi, I'm Jim Jubak, and welcome to this week's Quick Pick video. This week's Quick Pick is TreeHouse Foods. That's THS. There are two reasons for this pick. One is that TreeHouse makes private brand goods for other companies to sell. So if you go to a grocery store and you're buying canned jackfruit. I don't think they make canned jackfruit, but let's use that as an example. And it says it's a low private brand. It's not a nationally advertised jackfruit can. It might have been made by a private company that then makes it on contract for the grocery store, and that's TreeHouse's business. TreeHouse is, I think, that's one story. So this is a really great inflation story because private brands are, as consumers feel more and more pressed, retailers are trying to find more and more ways to sell more private brands. The margins are better, prices can be lower, they've got more control. It's a big trend right now, and I think it continues as long as inflation is running at 4 to 5%. That's one thing. Second is that TreeHouse is also a individual company turnaround story. They were actually just cooking right along. They were acquiring companies, and then in 2015, they bought the private brands business of ConAgra, and it killed earnings. They wound up leveraging the company. They wound up not being able to get the returns they wanted in that business, and they've really been clawing their way back ever since then. They've been deleveraging. They just sold by selling off things like their meal prep business. So they've got debt. They're taking debt down. They paid off $800 million in debt in the last 3 years. Leverage is down to 3.2. Still pretty leverage, but that's within their company goal. Sales were up in the first quarter by 15%. They actually turned profitable on a GAAP basis in the quarter and showed GAAP operating profits of $39 million. And GAAP earnings of 27 cents a share. Adjusted earnings were 68 cents a share. And the company looks like it's moving to positive cash flow. Management says, hey, free cash flow of about $200 million in the next 3 years. So all of that is a good sign. As you can see, however, if you look at a chart, the stock has been very, very volatile because it's in the middle of a turnaround. And what happens in the turnaround situation is that if the turnaround's not moving fast enough, people plunge it, and then people get excited because it looks like the turnaround is working, and then people go, oh, it's not working fast enough. So you get these kind of weird, very volatile moves. And what you're really looking for is a sense that the turnaround is working over time, even if quarter to quarter you're not seeing the same kind of returns in stock. Morningstar says the stock is trading at about a 7% discount. It's trading at a very cheap price to sales here. I mean, you're not looking at a real meaningful price to earnings ratio because they haven't been making money. Remember, they turned profitable on a GAAP operating profits level, but that's not the same thing that you're looking at anyway. So price to sales, however, is more indicative. Trading at a price to sales ratio below 1, which is usually a sign this is a cheap stock. The price to sales ratio is at 0.72. Stock is only up about a little less than 3% year to date. So you're going to have to be patient with this one. I think the turnaround is working. It's a great stock for an inflationary period, and I'm going to be adding it to my Jubak Picks portfolio today. So if you want more of my stuff, you can go to my free site. That's jubakpicks.com. 3 portfolios, including the one that this will be in. If you want 6 portfolios, you can subscribe to my JubakAM.com site. And right now we're running a sale, 50% off on a subscription, so $99 instead of the usual $199 for the next few weeks. This is in honor of my mustache's 30th anniversary. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way you get notification when we do our next one. We're not always doing them on the same day. And signing up for my YouTube channel is, of course, free. So thanks very much for watching, and I hope you had a great 4th.